All right. So previously we were looking at the series and parallel circuits. So now we're actually going to move on and we're going to start looking at doing some coding with our elements, with our components. So there's a little part on voltage, current and resistance. We will go through that at a later stage, but if you feel like reading through it, go and have a little read. It's good to understand how the three affect each other so that you understand how your circuits work. So it tells you that we're going to be using a couple of different resistors, an LED and a switch for this project. So to start with, this is how it's going to be wired up. And one of the things that you're going to notice is that we're not just wiring up from the 5 volt and the ground side of things, we're actually wiring up from this side. And when you look at it, it actually says digital. All right, and in this side, we can actually control whether a circuit is turned on or off, whereas these ones are always on. So they're just pure power. It just goes all the way, always running. So let's have a look at this project, the Spaceship interface. So we're going to be working with digital side of things as well as the power side of things. So when we look at the circuit, you'll notice that there is a 5 volt running out through a push button, through a resistor, and then returning to ground. The LEDs all run off of this digital side of things. Now, what's important to notice is that when you look at the wiring running, there is a little arch in the wire here. This means that the wire jumps over, is not connected to the one running vertically. So you can see that there is a connection here because they're on the same, but this little arch means that they are not connected. They are actually two separate lines, completely different lines. And so if we look at the wiring of it here, you can see that we've got some LEDs, a switch, some resistors, and wires going all different ways. Let's just follow the 5 volt through to start with. So we want to connect the 5 volt to our positive line. And that's going to run all the way through, and the only thing connected to it is one side of the switch. So we're going to connect a wire from the positive here through to this side of the switch. So it goes through to the switch, up and around, back through the resistor, and then it's going to return to our ground. All right, so we've got one circuit completed. Now, the next thing we've got is this little green wire that's coming down to pin number 2. So we can actually do that in a different color if we want to, but I'm just going to go through to pin 2 and connect that up. It's a little messy. I'm just going to delete that and redo that. Just missed the pin. There we go. All right, so we've got a green wire. We could change the color if we want. So in this case, these were red wires. So if I wanted to, I could go back in and just change that to a red wire. That one to a red wire. I reckon this one was a black wire. There we go. So we've got red going through, green returning, and black there. The color of the wire has absolutely no difference on how the circuit works. All it is that it helps you identify wires as they're moving through very complex systems. So in this case, we've got some yellow wires that are going to go up from our pins 3, 4, and 5. There's 3, 4, and 5. So you can see that they're going up to the anode or the bent leg on our LED. We just want to make sure that we've got 5 connected up, 4 connected up, and then 3 connected up. There we go. So if we follow that circuit, we've got voltage coming out of 5, up along through our LED, back through the resistor, and then back to ground. So each LED has its own resistor in this circuit. The one that's really interesting is we've got a full 5 volts coming through our switch, but when we get to this resistor here, if we just look at the resistor, it's 10,000 ohms. It's a very high resistor. It's allowing very little or very few electrons to flow through this system. And this wire is connected into that same circuit. So it's got very slow flowing electrons coming through this line here. When we press the button, we're going to get some of those electrons running through to here. So remember, it halves whatever's coming through because this is part of a parallel circuit. So some of the electrons are going this way, some of the electrons are going down this way to return to ground. So both of them are going back, but where they're going to. So some of those electrons are going to be picked up by our code. So we're actually going to code this so it recognizes when we've pressed the button. We press the button, a few electrons go through here and it picks that up and says, oh, I noticed some electrons. Fantastic. What do you want me to do? On this side, these are going to be outputs. They're all going to give power out and through to our LEDs. If we run the simulation now and press the button, nothing's going to happen. Nothing lights up, nothing actually occurs. So we need to do some coding to get this working. I'm going to do that in the next video.